What is a harem? Is sex slavery really true? Who can have multiple wives to this day? Today I am in Istanbul in Topkapi Palace. Here Ottoman Emperor sultans lived, and it also has a big harem. You're gonna find out soon enough what this is. The following video is about history, coexisting principles, and the status of Islamic women in the previous centuries, and is meant above all to educate. Since Islam for me is the most controversial religion, and Türkiye is the first country on our road to Japan where Islam is the most prevalent religion, I wanted to understand a little bit better how historic family models worked. Harem means a domestic place for Muslim family household where women lived. It may house man's wife or wives, their prepubescent male children, unmarried daughters, and other female relatives of the family. In the past, concubines who were female slaves also lived in the harem. And some harems were guarded by eunuchs. As goes without saying, this mostly referred to the higher class families. But the word harem has also been used as a synonym to the female members of the family or the wives of the polygamous man. Eunuchs who guarded the harem were of different skin colors, black-skinned and white-skinned both, and with different levels of castration. They did administrative tasks and sort of took care of the women. Even though castration was prohibited by Islamic law, eunuch slaves could be acquired from Jewish or Christian traders. Muslim men in countries where Quran makes the law are allowed to have up to 4 wives. But this is not without a strict set of rules. For example, they all must be treated and supported equally. But there was not an upper limit to how many concubines a man can have, and sometimes the number was up to 500 in the ruler's harem. A concubine is a man's female slave with whom he has a sexual relationship. Slavery wasn't inhumane by today's standards, but being sold as a concubine had its upsides. For example, education such as literature and music was very valued in a concubine. A concubine who had a child with a master could not be sold and was free after the master's death. Also, the children they had were considered free and equal to the man's wife's children. The European perspective, where a harem was a personal brothel for one single man, was derived from colonial enterprises and the folktale collection in Arabic called 1001 Nights. And this was in turn used as an excuse for the need of invasions. Actually now, most Muslims see slavery as contrary to Islamic beliefs of equality and justice. Also, Islam no longer accepts concubinage, and sexual relations are only allowed in marriage. Having multiple wives is a decreasing practice and quite rare nowadays, as it decreased with the rise of women's rights. And as we know now, women's rights are one of the most significant factors that predict long-term economic growth. And since with rights there is the possibility for the other 50% to also be active in the society and contribute to the community, growth and workforce. Thank you for watching the story of harems, slaves and multiple wives. See you next week for new adventures. Bye.